Demari, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll start off by getting the key theme of the week using the Quantum Oracle, some divine guidance using the Moonology deck, and some angel messages using the Angelarium. When it comes to the tarot, I'll be pulling from the Intuitive and clarifying with the Waite deck. So, Gemini, let's see what's in store for you for the week of the 15th to the 21st of February 2021. So just while I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. Also, don't forget that I am now streaming on Twitch, so do follow me over there to be a part of the live discussions and live tarot readings. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle this week, Gemini, is New Supportive Connections in Reverse. Okay. So I feel like you have been facing some challenges lately when it comes to your interpersonal relationships. I feel like on some levels you feel like you're not really got a lot of support around you at this time. Maybe you feel like friends, family members, colleagues that don't really have your back. Maybe you feel like you've been trying to network with some new people, right? Possibly on social media, and you feel like it's not really getting anywhere, okay? That you haven't really found your tribe, your community, right? That can really help you with your vision, your work, your projects, right? Whatever it is. Maybe you feel like your business is suffering because of a lack of support or a lack of, being able to build a very tailored community, something like that, right? It can be in those ways. I do get a sense that it's something to do with work or a creative endeavor, right? That you don't feel like you have those supportive connections. You don't have that community, you don't have your ride or dies when it comes to, your business or your projects, right? But that may not be the case. It may be just the fact that the people you've been connecting with recently are not really aligned to your vision and don't hold the same values, that don't see things in a similar way, It may be that you're just not on the same page. But that doesn't mean you won't connect with other people who do have your back, that do see the value in what you do, okay? So just be aware of that. So let's go over to the Moonology deck now and see what the divine guidance is here. So Spirit, what is it that Gemini needs to know? What can help them with regards to their projects, their endeavors, their career? What can help them build more supportive connections, find their online community or tribe? Okay, so you have full moon in Aries. Gosh, a fiery climax approaches. Okay, so just be aware, Gemini, right, that you may be goaded into a confrontation. There may be some arguments that come about because of something you post online, because of something you communicate, or maybe because of, a falling out that you had in the past. Maybe some aspects of that is resurfacing, or you find out something about someone that makes you feel betrayed, that makes you feel like they don't have your back, or that they're not, that they're not there for you, essentially, in some way. So just be aware that there may be some kind of confrontation with someone or a group of people, okay? And I feel like if you have already had a confrontation with someone or a group of people, there may be more coming out of that, okay? So just be aware of that. But I feel like whatever is coming out now, it's going to bring the whole matter to a close, okay? So you can finally shift this energy out of your field and you can focus on the positive connections you have, and you can attract more positivity into your life overall. Okay, so I feel like it's kind of being guided for this confrontation, not so much confrontation, but for this revelation to come out, or more information, or whatever is happening with this person, this group of people, to come about, so that it can be finally put to bed once and for all, and you don't have to deal with these energies anymore. Okay, so let's take a look and see. So let's see what the Angelarium has for you. So what is it that the angels want to communicate to Gemini this time? What is it that they need to know? Ooh, okay. Cards just going everywhere, but there was one that came out specifically. Okay, great. So you have Tiferet, Heart Beauty. That's nice. So that's it. It's saying, you know, regardless of whatever took place in the past with whomever, you know, don't let it get you down. Don't let it make you bitter and closed off and mistrusting of others, okay? That this is coming out for a reason, so you can let this go and focus on you and focus on the positive connections, you know, where there is mutual understanding, there is compassion, there is support, right? There is that beautiful flow, and you're operating from your heart space rather than from a place of ego, right? And I don't feel like you are at all, but obviously there are some people, again, I get this strong sense of it being an online community rather than anything, possibly because, you know, a lot of us are in lockdown, but I do get a sense that, you know, some of these less desirable connections you've had with certain people have been with people that you are connected with online, but I feel like they are being shifted out of the way so you can focus on the more heart-centered connections that you have, which is amazing. Okay, so it's saying regardless of, you know, whatever storm comes about or came about from this situation, don't let that stop you from being you, okay? And being that loving, giving, compassionate person that you are, all right? Because sometimes when we go through these kinds of disputes or arguments, it can cause a great deal of upset, and it can make us want to just close off from everybody to protect ourselves. But you're not being encouraged to do that. You're being encouraged to just let the chips fall wherever they lie, and just, you know, focus on those heart-centered connections. Because you do have support, you know, you do have support around you. Okay, so let's see, Tiferet. I think it's one of the first ones, actually. Or is it not? No, it's here. Okay. So, it's found in, this energy is found in art, health, and community, right? Art, health, and community. So that's it. You know, this is like I was saying. You do have supportive connections. You do have a community of people that do see your value, that do care about what you do, that do support your vision, your work, you as an individual. So focus on that, okay? Focus on the good things. Don't worry about those naysayers or those who are negative, because I feel like whatever's about to happen with them is so that you can finally release this energy once and for all and focus on, you know, what brings you a lot of peace, happiness, okay? That makes you feel good, you know, and that allows you to be in a less stressful energy as well. Okay. So, let's go into the tarot now and see what else we can find out here for you, especially when it comes to this fiery climax situation, because I feel like there will be another argument if there's already been one, or it could lead to a argument. Because of just some of the people that you've been dealing with recently. Yeah, why am I not surprised that was the first card that came out? One of my least favorite cards, but anyway. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm really not. But don't worry, you've got this, Gemini, okay? Might not be the most pleasant energies to deal with, but you've got it. You've got it in the bag. You don't have to worry. Okay. Oh, it's two cards. Alright. I will take them both. So, the first card out from the tarot is the King of Wands in reverse. As many of you know, I really don't like this energy. I really don't. And of course it'd be the first card out. But that's the kind of people that are shifting out of your vibration. So these are the ones that are gonna kind of reveal themselves for who they really are at this point. The energy and frequency that they are operating on, which is pretty infernal. Yeah. So you might see some very ugly behaviors from these from these people. Why did I say purple? Okay. I don't know, purple might be relevant to their screen name, I don't know, or something about them. Yeah, they might have like a purple picture, I don't know, or they might have purple in their screen name, I don't know, their username, whatever it is. I don't know why purple came out, but purple came out. But anyway, or they might use a background that's purple with some text on it that's particularly unpleasant. But anyway, regardless, I feel like, yeah, whoever these people are, they're people that are very much coming from a very jealous energy. But I feel like it's more that they have inferiority complexes and they lack confidence, they lack integrity, they lack self-esteem, and as such they're projecting all of these traits onto you, right? Their weaknesses onto you, because they see that even though, you know, you are talented, that you are gifted, that you are, you know, building a very strong community, you're still very humble, you're still giving, you're still very heart-centered, right, with that Tiferet energy, and that the work that you do is beautiful. So you could be an artist, we saw art is associated with that, or you could be a healer of sorts, or you could be, because it's also found in health, you could be a coach, you could be a yoga teacher, it could be just about anything, right? But whatever you do, there's a lot of beauty in it, there's a lot of compassion in it. And I feel like there is a lot of resentment that comes from the fact that they don't have those traits, right? They don't exhibit those traits. So they're not able to connect with people on an emotional level like you do. So that's where that spiteful element comes in for where they're concerned. But that's fine, because like I said, you have people that have your back. Next card out is the Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, specifically associated with Libra though, okay? So you could have Libra in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Libra, you could also be dealing with a Leo here. But I feel like, yeah, you are essentially, like, when this happens, I feel like when this, because I feel like they're trying to goad you, right? There's certain people that are trying to goad you into having this huge dispute. They want you to say something that you'll later regret. They want to trip you up. They want to use it against you so they can be like, see, they're not as nice as they, you know, they act on social media, right? But I feel like you're seeing the deception, right? The deception. You're seeing what they're trying to do, that they're trying to set a trap for you, so you end up saying something that you later regret, right? Because they want to turn some of your community against you. But you're not falling for it. You're not falling for it at all. You're just like, I'm not giving you anything. I know what you're trying to do. So I'll just leave you to hang yourselves, you know. I'm not even getting involved in this. So I feel like as they're trying to cause a confrontation and fight with you, you're just like, whatever, there's the door, goodbye. So I feel like you're just gonna literally say something very short, possibly one sentence to let them know that you're done, and you will not speak to them again, and you're closing the door on it. And I feel like that's gonna drive them even more nuts, but there's nothing they can do about it. So amazing, it's the best way to approach it. Next card out is the Six of Pentacles. See, this is good. So I feel like once you close the door on those energies, you're going to feel a much lighter atmosphere around you, okay? You're going to feel like, yeah, rather than focusing on those that are trying to bring you down, you can focus on those that have been lifting you up, those that do support you and your vision, those that do see your value, right? And you see the value in them as well, right? The equal give and take. But I do get a sense there's a lot of support coming in for you at this time, which is really beautiful. Okay. So the next card out is Six of Swords, see? Going from a rough, turbulent time dealing with some very toxic individuals into smoother waters, getting to a space of calm, tranquility, peace of mind. Now that you've shifted those people and those energies out of your energetic field, they're not in your aura, they're not taking up space in your mind anymore, and you can just be relaxed. You can just focus on the tasks at hand, you can connect with the people that you truly resonate with, and life becomes simple again. You know, it's pretty much like that. Next card out is the Seven of Wands. So yeah, I see you standing your ground. I see you not taking any BS from people like that. I see you not willing to engage in their pettiness or, you know, allow them to goad you into do something that's really out of character for yourself. No, you're staying true to you. You're staying true to your principles, and you're not letting them rattle you anymore. So even if you do get a bit worked up, even if you do get angry, I feel like you're using your mind, you're using your, you know, your logic over the situation, and you're just, you know, you'll stand your ground, you'll say what needs to be said, you know, in a very clear, precise manner, you know, nothing spiteful or vindictive or, you know, vulgar, just very, very clear where you stand and closing the door on it, you know, because the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So I feel like you're just not, like, from that point, you're not going to engage on any level. You'll probably just block them on every platform you have and just not even consider it again, you know. So that's good. And then finally you have the Lovers in reverse, so that's your energy, Gemini. And you have the Hierophant in reverse, so that's Taurus, okay? So that could be meaningful for you, but I feel like, yeah, you're choosing to only focus on the connections where people are coming from the same frequency as you, just as I was saying before, right? And it's like, at this point you're just not interested. Like, you're not interested in anything that doesn't resonate with you on that level. You're not interested in trying to resolve conflicts with people who don't have, you know, your best interests at heart. You're just not doing it, right? It's like, unless we're on the same page, I'm really not interested, because life is too short to be worrying about those who just want to get at you, right? Like, I've got better things to do with my time. I'd rather focus on spending time with people that I actually want to spend time with. I'm busy enough as it is. Why do I want to focus on things that just bring me down? Like, I'm not going to do that, right? So that's why I feel like that's where you're at this time, which is good. So let's go into some clarifications now, see what else may want to come up with regards to the situation. But yeah, I feel like you're just finally dealing with this. Like, not to say you haven't been dealing with it, but I feel like you're getting an opportunity to finally put this situation to bed with whoever you've been in conflict with, right? And I feel like it's probably not just one person. There's probably been multiple people that you've been in conflict with, but you're just not here for it anymore. Like, you're just like, seriously, if you guys don't have my back, then you know where the door is. You know, it's pretty much like that. So that's what I'm feeling. Oh yeah, so you're in a very strong position at this point, Gemini, because you're setting those boundaries, right? You know what you're willing to put up with, and you know what you're not. And as such, it's going to serve you very well. Okay. Oh gosh, too many cards then. Cards are very chatty today. Okay. So, let's get into it. So, clarifying the King of Wands in reverse, you have the Eight of Swords, and you have the Chariot. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So the people that are trying to goad you into a confrontation, like I said, they're trying to set a trap for you because they want you to jeopardize your own success by saying something you'll later regret or doing something you'll later regret. But you're seeing the pitfalls, you're seeing what they're trying to do, and you're moving ahead. You're like, no, I'm above it. I'm beyond this, right? This is childish. This is like, you know, high school, secondary school shit. Like, who does this? You know, you guys are grown-ass people. What are you doing playing these games, you know? and I see you just rising above it, you know. It's like I've already learned from my past mistakes. I already know what's in my highest good. So I'm moving forward. I have that clarity, I have that wisdom. You cannot catch me in this energy. Like, it's not gonna happen. So amazing. Clarifying the Queen of Swords in reverse, you have the Five of Swords, yeah, you see, and the Empress. Again, it just shows me the energy they're in, what they're trying to do, you know, purposefully trying to set up a trap for you, you know, by trying to get you to say something that is going to cause you issues later down the line, right? Try to goad you into some kind of disagreement. But again, you're above it. You're a freaking Empress, okay? Okay, this is Taurus and Libra energy. So I'm seeing very strong Taurus and Libra here. So you could have those placements in your chart. Gemini, you could be a Taurus Gemini cusper, but regardless anyway. This is your energy, okay? You are an Empress. You don't do this shit. You don't deal with these kinds of people and mind games, right? Because you're here nurturing yourself, nurturing your mind, body, and spirit, growing, setting seeds of intention, right? Waiting for them to bear fruit because you know that you are on your track. You are on track. You're on your path. You're doing your work, okay? You are growing a significant community of like minds. So you haven't got time for this pettiness at all. So that's why you're detaching from the situation entirely. It's like, you know, they're looking, waiting to see you, you know, put yourself in a messed up position where you cause some real upset to others in your community. But the reality is you're not even there. You see, you're not even in the same location. Like, you're not even on the same playing field. You're elsewhere, just doing you. I love that. Okay. So clarifying the Six of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah. And it's not to say though that this situation hasn't caused you pain, right? It's upsetting because some of these people are people that you thought were your friends. You know, these could have been people that you've known from, you know, childhood. These could have been people that you worked with, you know, co-workers. This could be people that were even family members, right? That were just jealous of your success. But I feel like as much as it's painful and as much as you're just like wishing things were very different, you're knowing that you're having to just release this and focus on healing yourself, right? Because I feel like this is like a karmic situation. There's a lot to be learned from it, but at the same time it is a painful lesson, okay? But I do feel like by going through this, by clearing out what you need to clear out, by releasing those you need to release, you're going to bring a lot of balance back into your environment, okay? Energetically, you're going to feel more balanced as well. Okay. So clarifying the Six of Swords, you have the Sun in reverse, a Leo energy. Strong Leo coming up. And you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, again, you're focused on your inner peace. You want to get to this very happy place. It's like, there are positive things in my life, right? But I know that the more that I release all of this negativity, the more I focus on what I do want rather than what I don't want, that's going to bring me into a very high vibration. I'm already increasing, you know, I'm already ascending, right? I'm on that journey. So it was always going to happen this way. There was always going to be people that would come out of the woodwork and show themselves for who they really are. So rather than allowing that to stop me from moving forward, moving on up in life, I'm going to use that as, you know, further confirmation that I'm on the right track. Now, clarifying the Seven of Wands, you have the Hierophant, so lots of Taurus in your reading here. And you have the King of Cups in reverse, so that is specifically Pisces, I believe, right? So, yeah. I feel like you are standing your ground. You are listening to your own voice of reason, right? Your higher self is like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this shit. You know, it's like that. It's like, no, we are not doing this shit. Say what you need to say. Assert your position, okay? Because like I said, you're in a very strong energy right now when it comes to, you know, what you're doing with your life and also even with this situation, right? You've got the Chariot, you've got the Empress, you've got the Hierophant. Like, that's like literally your your heavenly, you know, your entourage in the astral just like cheering you on, like, yes, you've got this, you can do this, don't take no bullshit. Like, it's literally like that. And your higher self is like, no, you're within your right to speak your mind, because, you know, this whole thing is toxic and you don't need to engage this anymore. But do make sure that when you're standing your ground, you remain in control of your emotions, because they're trying to trip you up emotionally. So just be aware of that. Okay. And then finally, clarifying the Lovers in reverse and the Hierophant. So we have the Hierophant twice, okay? You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Knight of Cups. Awesome. So it's like I was saying, you are already in a very good vibration. And I feel like all these people were doing was causing a fragmentation in your energy, because rather than focusing on the heartfelt connections, focusing on the things that bring you happiness, really feeling like, you know, your community has your back, there were people that were making you think that maybe you're alone, maybe, you know, things aren't going well for you, maybe you aren't a good person or whatever. No. Cut that out, okay? Because there is a lot of loving support coming in for you, okay? And I feel like there is one particular person in your life that really wants to lift you up, that really wants to show you just how awesome you really are. So that's gorgeous, okay? So honestly, Gemini, as long as you stick to your guns, you know, you remain in control of your emotions, okay? Using your emotional intelligence, seeing the situation and these connections for what they really are, and closing a door on it, you'll be fine, okay? So hope that helps. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget the notifications bell. And yeah, I feel like it's going to really lift, you know, the heaviness that's been around you once you actually finally let go of all of these connections. I don't feel like it's a whole bunch of people. I feel like it's just maybe a few people, or even just one person. But, you know, even just getting rid of those connections and asserting yourself, you're going to feel a lot lighter for it. So sending you guys lots of love, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.